Coach, was this as complete a game as you could ask for tonight?
Well, we're happy with it. I didn't like parts of the second period. I thought we got away from what we did in the first period and what we did in the third period. We got a little impatient. Our third man wasn't as disciplined. We weren't shooting pucks on net. We were looking for the pretty play. So we gave them a chance to get some momentum there. But I think we reloaded well mentally and emotionally for the third period, which we have done a few times now against different teams. So I think our players are absolutely buying in, and I love the willingness to pay attention to small details and how to be unselfish and really looking at the win rather than looking at their personal scoring or everything else that comes along with that.
You juggled your lines going into this one and it looked like it paid off. Obviously, all four lines you rolled and production from all four.
Yes, sometimes from the outside, it'll look like you're shuffling and you don't know what you're doing, but in the end, what you're trying to do is, especially a new coach, you're trying to find out who's what and who fits with who. And the idea tonight was to get consistency in our game. That's probably the most consistent game we've played up to now, and that was the whole idea. Is that on every line we had a first on puck guy, we had a guy that could defend, that's reliable, we had a guy that could create offense. And I liked some of the duos already, and so we kept some of the duos, and we just added that extra part to make those lines a little bit more complete and a little bit more reliable, and it worked out.
Craig Anderson said last week he was looking for consistency in his game as well.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, and the sad thing is, last game against Tampa, he was playing just as solid game as today, and he didn't deserve to get 4 goals scored against him. It was definitely more of a 2-goal game. So we knew that the process was very good, and our goaltender coach did an amazing job with him at keeping it simple and positive, because it was. And so when you believe in the process and you stay away from those results, sometimes that can make you drift from what really is. I think that you stay on the path to success, and that's what happened.
What do you say about Ryan Single's performance tonight on the,
up
the lineup?
That's. I mean, really moving up is I don't know, because all lines to me were capable tonight. But one thing's for sure, since day one, every practice and every game, he showed that he wants to be here, that he's ready to survive in the NHL before contributing offensively, and he's getting the results that come with it. I think that's very often the mistakes that young guys do. They come in, they try to impress, and they're not reliable, so they don't get ice time, and they wonder why they're not staying. I think he came in with the right attitude of, I'm staying here, I'll block shots, I'll kill penalties, I'll back check, I'll do whatever I need to do to be on this team and pay the price. And he's getting all the rewards, and even offensively. And we know that Brassard needs a fast player with him. That's where he's at his best. And we've lost MacArthur at the beginning. They were looking terrific on that line, and putting him there. The idea was to have a speed guy to push the pace with Brassard, and it turned out to work out very well.
Pete, this has always been it's a tough trip. Like, it's one of your longest trips this season. But to start it this way, what does that mean?
Well, the first thing is we wanted to do a better job than we did in Detroit. In Detroit, we started really well, just like today. But the minute they scored that first goal, we lost our composure, and we start running around and trying to catch up and score that goal right away. And that's what this team needs to learn, is to be intense, to be in the other team's face, but be patient with the result. We don't need to lose our third man, and we don't need to lose the defenseman in the play, and we don't need to score that goal right away. And that's the maturity those guys are displaying here, the display tonight, and some other games too. And I think that's the consistency we're looking for. So I think that we wanted to do better than we did in Detroit. We've learned from the Detroit experience, and tonight I think the guys really had the right mindset.
But that was something that Craig was kind of saying in there. He said the true test is doing it again.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what I say. Consistency is not being perfect. You're never perfect. There's another team on the other side that plays well. It's an NHL team with good players, and they're gonna shoot on your goalie. They're gonna get scoring chances. But consistency is getting your identity for the bigger part of the game, whether the other team scores or not, and be able to stick to the plan for 60 minutes. It doesn't mean you're perfect, but you're sticking to it when things don't go well, and you also don't want to go overboard when things go well, and you're sticking to it there too. So you're level-headed, and your consistency, makes you win more games than they make you lose. And sometimes you got to live, for another day. And I think that's what the players are displaying now. So I was really pleased with not just the effort, but the mindset for me was the big thing today.
Thanks.
Bon, défensivement, c'est clair que je pense que nos joueurs, on a vu la première période, la troisième période, c'était impeccable. Nos bâtons sont bien meilleurs. On a tendance à essayer de frapper les joueurs moins, puis avoir les bâtons sur les rondelles pour empêcher les rondelles au filet, pour empêcher les passes. Puis après ça, on s'occupe de frapper les corps, puis de s'occuper des sorties, puis d'être sur le côté défensif des joueurs. Alors ça, c'est vraiment mieux qu'avant. On a donné seulement 22 lancers à l'adversaire. Puis l'autre chose aussi, c'est que quand on revient dans notre zone, on a plus tendance à faire des grands ronds puis sortir du milieu. Maintenant, on arrête, on prend soin du milieu, puis après ça, on se déploie vers l'extérieur. Ça a porté fruit. C'est ce qu'on essaie depuis le début, mais il faut casser les habitudes.
Contre des gars comme Céline, c'est ça.
Ben oui, absolument, parce que quand ces joueurs-là réussissent à avoir la rondelle derrière le filet, ils sont très, très menaçants. Puis notre plan, évidemment, aujourd'hui, c'était d'enlever le milieu du filet quand la rondelle allait derrière le filet, puis nos joueurs étaient exceptionnels à faire ça aujourd'hui.
La manière que les 6 défenseurs jouent, est-ce que ça simplifie la décision pour Chabot éventuellement?
Je vais être franc, aujourd'hui, on n'en a même pas parlé. On a parlé seulement de notre game, des joueurs qui étaient sur la glace. Alors, dans les prochains jours, on va continuer d'évaluer ça. Mais c'est sûr que les 6 défenseurs jouent tellement bien. On a beaucoup de chimie en ce moment sur tous nos paires. Alors, on va toujours avoir des discussions, mais aujourd'hui, on n'a pas eu de discussion encore.